Hello and welcome to another episode of Children's Moments here on Heavenward Thinking. Today we're here with the first of our March spring episodes, and we're going to turn it over to Miss Ruth, and she's going to get us started with our first object lesson this week.
So, Timothy, this time of year we talk about March coming in like a lion or a lamb. My students last week did a prediction if they thought March would come in like a lion or like a lamb, and then we say it leaves. If it comes in like a lamb, it leaves like a
lion.
And if it comes in like a lion, it leaves like a
lamb.
And that's just a fun thing we do to predict the weather in March. Well, I thought that was a good place to go with to talk about how can a lamb be a lion? So I brought a couple objects here to help us think about this. What do you have in front of you here, Timothy?
Tea.
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
Well, if we put ice with it, this would be cold tea. And what do we have here?
Hot tea and a tea bag.
We have hot tea. Are they similar?
Yes.
We have two kinds of tea, but when you go to drink this one, it's going to be
hot, and this one's going to be cold.
Very good, but they're still tea, right? Did you know that Jesus is described as a lion, but he also is described as a lamb? Sometimes we see the lion side of him, and sometimes we see the lamb, but it's still Jesus, right? Just like these are both still tea. So let's look at a couple of verses to go with that. So Jesus is called the Lamb of God. In John 1:29 it says, this was when John the Baptist saw Jesus. The next day John saw Jesus coming toward him and said, "Look, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world." And Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice, so that's why he was described as a lamb, right? He was ultimate sacrifice for us, but he's also described in the Bible as a lion. If we look in Revelations chapter 5, verse 5, then one of the elders said to me, "Do not weep. See, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has triumphed. He's able to open the scroll and its 7 seals." So Jesus also is known as the Lion, the most powerful of kings. Jesus came in like a lamb, gentle, right? It came as our sacrifice, but he's coming back as a
lion.
As a lion with power and authority. So as you think of March coming in like a lion or lamb, know that we have Jesus, who is our lamb, our ultimate sacrifice, but he is the conquering king and coming back as a lion.
Awesome. Well, we hope that you've been encouraged by this and that you'll join us next time for another episode of Children's Moments here on Heavenward Thinking.